right, listen, because things are getting wild, and I don't think everyone realizes what's actually going on here. Word on the street is that Chrisean Rock might actually be laying low right now because she's being accused of getting caught up in some bank fraud mess. Yes, you heard that right. People are saying she was out here running checks. And what's even crazier is that folks are claiming her 19-year-old boyfriend, Top Hat 33K, is the one who pushed her into it in the first place. And if that wasn't already a lot to take in, just a couple of weeks back, her name was floating around another bank scam situation where scammers promised to put money into a supporter's account and then either take a percentage or wipe the whole account clean. So if you put two and two together, it's starting to look like maybe she's not doing as well financially as she wants people to think, because that could explain why she was recently online asking fans to send her donations. Now she might even be facing charges. So this isn't just drama for clout anymore, it's giving legal trouble. But anyway, let's rewind for a second. Did y'all catch that live when Chrisean was literally at the bank and her boyfriend suddenly switched up on her? 3 was on live talking about how people needed to stop coming for her name, and then she joins while she's literally inside the bank. The moment she popped up on the screen, he got irritated and immediately ended the live after telling her to stop revealing where she was. She's like, I'm at the bank, and he cuts her off. Like, why would you say that? At the time, nobody understood why he was so pressed, but now that these scams are being talked about, it feels like there was something he didn't want anyone to see. Because if he really did have something to do with whatever happened at that bank, the last thing he'd want is her live streaming the whole situation. And the crazy part, there are already screenshots going around where people are having full conversations about how she was allegedly cashing fake checks. The messages say she knew exactly what she was doing and that she came to somebody trying to make money and they put her on because she wanted fast cash. Someone even claimed she specifically asked for a CPN so she could get an apartment and a car without using her real identity. They even mentioned that this happened before she got dropped from the new season of that show, saying she missed out on $200,000. And then one of the people in the conversation started getting mad because she was supposedly hitting a $15,000 check while she was literally live online. Someone else told them they needed to step in because if she got locked up, she would snitch on everybody, especially since people were already calling her an informant on multiple pages. Then the same person claimed she was texting them in a panic, worried about getting caught after already cashing several checks. They said they were thinking about blocking her because they didn't want to get dragged into her mess since they already told 3 she was acting like a fed. They also said police were actually at the bank when all this was going down, but she and her friend dipped before anything escalated. They kept trying to call 3, but he was mad and ignoring calls. And the part that had everyone shocked was that she supposedly didn't even care about the $15,000. She was just asking for pills instead. If any of that is real, it's not just reckless, it's genuinely dangerous, because if she knew those checks weren't legit, that's not confusion, that's intentional fraud. And in California, check fraud can go either way. It can be a misdemeanor if it's a smaller situation, or a first offense, which might mean up to a year in county jail. But once the amount gets high, or it becomes part of a larger scam, or starts happening repeatedly, they can file felony charges. And a felony means anywhere from 16 months to 3 years, plus heavy fines and paying back whatever money was taken. And that's just for the checks themselves. They can stack charges. If someone is caught holding fake checks with the intention of using them, that's another crime. Changing details on a check is forgery. Using a CPN or fake identity turns it into identity theft. So if all of this is connected, the consequences could stack up real fast. And this isn't even the first time her name was mixed up in something like this. Just recently, people on social media were warning fans about letting her access their accounts because they claim she was a part of that scheme where scammers act like they're sending money as a blessing and then drain the account after gaining access. People started noticing her name popping up way too often around these situations, but it gets worse because people are now saying she wasn't alone at the bank. They claim Marsh was there too and that they both knew exactly what was going down. Everything was cool until the workers at the bank started acting suspicious, whispering and moving differently. And the second Chrisean and Marsh felt the energy shift, they allegedly dipped without saying anything, which means if the claims are true, Cash, 3, and Marsh might all be involved and might all be facing charges. And like the situation wasn't messy enough, now people are also saying she set up Zeus CEO Lemmy to get robbed. These two already had issues publicly where she accused him of treating her badly, and he responded saying she needed help and that he was done working with her because of her behavior. She claimed Zeus owed her $170,000 after only paying $30,000 out of $200,000. He fired back saying she wasn't getting anything else because she breached her contract and needed to find God. But if she really tried to get him robbed, then he has even more of a reason not to pay her, and he could take legal action against her instead. So now she could be losing money while also facing criminal accusations. The real question now is whether she actually understood the situation situation she was walking into, or whether she was being pushed into this by the people around her. Because if 3 really was the one orchestrating everything, she could be taking the fall for something he planned. She's the public name, she has the spotlight, and that makes her the easiest person to blame. Meanwhile, he can sit back and let her take the heat while he disappears. This whole situation is chaotic, and if any of it is true, she might be in way deeper than she realizes. But I need to know what y'all think, because this is getting insane. Drop your thoughts in the comments down below, subscribe to the channel for more celebrity videos, and thanks for watching.